So Brawl Stars recently released a thing called HyperCharge. There are currently 12 HyperCharges in game right now, with 6 new ones being added. But in today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 5. So let's get started with this video. So coming in at number 5, it's going to be Rosa. Rosa was already basically one of the best brawlers in the game. But with her new HyperCharge, she's probably going to have to be one of the top 5 brawlers maybe inside of the game. So what her HyperCharge does is whenever she uses her super, she forms a tiny circle around her, which basically slows down enemies if the enemies are within that radius. This is pretty strong as Rosa is able to chase down enemies and secure kills much easier, as brawlers are slowed down and can't really escape. So that is why I believe Rosa's HyperCharge is going to have to be the 5th best. So now the 4th best HyperCharge is going to have to be Jackie's HyperCharge. What this HyperCharge does is whenever Jackie uses her super with the HyperCharge, brawlers that are in her super radius get slowed down for 1.5 seconds by approximately 70%. This is basically a huge disadvantage for them, as it makes it very difficult for the enemies to escape, catch up to you, or dodge your attacks. In terms of synergy with her star power counter crush, it synergizes very well, as when Jackie is hit by an enemy, she returns the favor by converting some of the damage into a groundbreaker attack. If an enemy is slowed by her HyperCharge, Jackie will have more time to land her counter attack, dealing even more damage. So this is why I think Jackie's HyperCharge can definitely be a valuable asset in games. Even though Jackie wasn't really a meta brawler, this HyperCharge possibly might make her one. So yes, that is why I think Jackie's HyperCharge is good. Moving on to the 3rd best HyperCharge, it's going to have to be Ball's HyperCharge. What this HyperCharge allows him to do is whenever he pops his super, the damage is reducted by 80% whenever brawlers damage him. This makes him extremely tanky and able to push through enemy lines with ease. This is very effective in a variety of situations, as it can be used to initiate team fights, tank damage for your teammates, or escape from sticky situations. It's also very useful for controlling the map, as you can use it to push through enemy territory and take control of key areas. These are some tips to use it effectively. To do damage for your teammates, you can use it to stand in front of them and protect them from enemy attacks. To escape from a situation, you can use it to charge away from the enemy team while they are unable to do much damage for you. And to control the map, you are able to use it to push through enemy territory and take control of key areas. So this is why I believe that Ball's HyperCharge is going to have to be the 3rd best. So the 2nd best HyperCharge is going to have to be Colette's HyperCharge. So when this is activated, a little Colette spirit follows her super, which both dashes and damages enemies in the same direction as her super at the same time. If the spirit hits an enemy brawler, it deals 1000 damage. If it hits a special target, it deals 5000 damage, which is basically enough to almost kill any brawler. This effectively doubles the damage of her super, as it is already a very powerful ability, but her HyperCharge makes it even more deadly, as it can deal up to 5000 damage on a special target. Example with a heist safe. Apparently, this HyperCharge with super almost kills the entire heist safe. Colette is very useful in heist, as she can deal a lot of damage to the heist safe as well as brawlers to keep them out from defending their safe. So that is why I believe Colette's HyperCharge is going to have to be the 2nd best HyperCharge. So the best HyperCharge is going to have to be Lu's HyperCharge. In addition to a super already being broken with the star power, where you can fill up the enemy's phrasometer even more, including with his gadget, his HyperCharge is also pretty broken. Whenever he uses his HyperCharge along with his super, if he lands it on an enemy, the enemies freeze instantly. This allows Lu to chain a lot more damage and probably secure a lot more kills, as brawlers are stunned for around 1 to 1.5 seconds, and Lu is able to do a lot of damage in those 1.5 seconds with his damage buff, and is also able to escape tricky situations if he's low HP as well, given his 15% speed buff. This is why I believe Lu's HyperCharge is pretty broken.
Till there are never reach no more.